everybody, I am Stephanie Sacrilege and you're watching Absolute Underground TV, and I'm here today with Janne Warman of Children of Bodom. Good evening, Janne.
Evening. How are you doing?
I'm good. I was wondering how people pronounce your name. Have you heard anything really horrible while you've been in North America, like Janne or like Jane?
Yeah, I hear that every day, but it doesn't bother me that much because I probably can't pronounce all the Japanese fans' names either.
Fair enough. That's very fair.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
So you guys are back in Vancouver again. Been here many, many times. It's your 7th album. How is everything feeling with touring again?
When we were finishing the 7th album, we spent some time here, had a studio here, and recorded the remaining vocals and group parts and whatever here. So yeah, I really like the city and the whole Stanley Park and everything. It's nice.
You guys are pretty infamous for drinking and partying on tour, as most Finnish bands that we come across here are. How is that going on this tour? Are you starting to feel worn out yet after all these years of partying?
Are you trying to say that we're old?
No.
To be honest, I've been a little mellow on this tour. I caught a flu or some weird thing just going to Japan, and so been really trying to take it easy and not drink and party too much before I get well. But to be honest, we are old. We're all over 30 now, and then you just cannot drink and party as much as we did because we were fucking going crazy. But we still drink and party.
Still Finn.
Yeah, but you just try to keep it in moderation a little bit, Yeah, but yeah, we're still Finnish. Finns, you can't take it out of us.
I've seen videos and I've seen shows of your skills of both heavily drinking on stage and playing the keyboard at the same time. And as someone who has keyboard training, piano training, I was wondering if you had any tips to aspiring youngsters who are trying to heavily drink and play keyboard at the same time.
Yeah, I have some tips. You need to practice the songs and the bits so that they come out like whatever you're doing. So, for example, like at least 50% of our show I could play blindfolded. So you just need to practice it so that it comes automatically, and then you can start concentrating on the drinking bit.
What's your drink of choice while playing musical instruments?
Nowadays it's vodka and something, because
And something.
Yeah, mixed with something like just vodka and sparkling water is really good, because I was drinking like beer and like, let's say, Bacardi and Coke, which has so much sugar in it. I was gaining weight like hell. So I've had to move on to like more healthier drinks.
That's very mature of you.
Thank you very much.
So you have your own personal keyboard projects outside of Children of Bodom. One which was Warman. How's that going right now?
Actually, me and my brother are writing new materials, so we are hopefully recording a new album later this year.
When you guys are away from home, because you're away from home a lot, you guys are always touring, what is the main things that you miss about being home in Finland? Because I know that I can name a few things that I miss. What pulls at your heartstrings, Janne?
Yeah, I'm a car enthusiast. I like cars. I have a couple of cars. I go to the racetrack and stuff like that. So sometimes I really miss just driving and cruising around.
You guys are here right now on tour, which is kind of a different time of year. Are you going to make any big festivals this year?
No. Yeah, it's kind of an odd timing. I agree. And also in the U.S., in North America, there's this big festival tours going on. So it wasn't the best timing for us to come here. However, we wanted to come now. Before it's a too long waiting period after the release, because the album's been out already for some time. We're coming back. This is unofficial, never before seen footage, but we are coming back soon for another headline tour with a probably better timing and time frame and all that. So, but yeah, we just felt that we had to come over right now so that it's not too long after the release.
Cool. Final question, standard question, I guess. After the new album, do you have a favorite song that you love to play that you really feel strongly about?
Yeah. Fortunately, for once, I don't hate that question, because I
feel bad asking.
No, it's fine. I've been answering the number one track, Not My Funeral. We also opened the show with. It's also the first track of the first song of the show, and it somehow, for me, it really works well as an opener of the album and the show opener. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Janne, very much for this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you are watching Absolute Underground TV. I'm Stephanie Sacrilege, and that's that.
Sounds like shit. I buy a triple whiskey and take a fucking hit. When you buy my 3 and they sound good to me. Wake up in the morning and I bought their CD. Because I'm ear goggles on Absolute Underground TV.
When I fell in love with Dayglo,
I thought I would lose my job.
My boyfriend told me to choose between him and the band.
I was already struggling to care for one child.
So I gave up Dayglo abortions.
My vagina stopped working.
I tried to commit suicide. I started to have nightmares.
they would be playing at the Cobalt.
Okay, if anybody fucks with us, Snotface is gonna throw up all over himself. Why'd you resist those urges?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Jen Warnock for Absolute Underground, and this is the Absolute Art segment, and we are at V Lounge in Victoria, BC with Keith Pinel. Keith is hosting an art show here this evening for several local artists, and we're very happy to be here this evening, Keith. What inspired you to put this together for the community?
Well, I've done a couple other shows that other artists invited me to, and I just figured it was about time that I gave back.
Who's showing with you tonight?
Oh my gosh, now I can't say her last name. She's
Alexandra
not here.
Zazer.
Thank you. And we had Jason Bellum. He's sitting over there with some fantastic stuff. And we had Michelle Randall. And she took ill in the middle of the show, but she has a room in the hotel, so she's okay.
Oh, that's good. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, I think she just had a sour onion sometime today or something. I'm not too sure, but she was quite excited about it, and she just felt bad that she couldn't make it through the whole show, but she's good.
Tell me a bit about your own art. You've been sketching most of your life, but it's only really been in the last few years that you've decided to switch mediums a little bit, and you've branched out into doing acrylics on canvas?
Yeah, that's what I did. I've been drawing pretty much as long as I can remember, since the time I could hold a pencil. I know this for a fact that me using pencil most of my life is the fact that I was colorblind for the first part of my life. And then finally I figured I've done enough pencil, I've gone as far as I can go with pencil, and I know I can do it. And I dipped my toe in the water of paint and went that way, and I started in February of '09.
Are you creating from a place of experience, a place of imagination and fantasy? What inspires you?
I think it's more imagination than experience. I'm usually a pretty happy-go-lucky guy. People always ask me, why are you so happy and you paint that sort of stuff? And I'm like, well, I'm getting it out. But I think it's essential for a lot of people to experience visually, if you will, their dark side. They could see something on what I paint or whatever, and they relate to it. So I figure that they're getting something out of it. There's a lot of happy out there. You can't, especially in this city, you can't go outside without tripping over an artist that paints flowers. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's terrific, and I love a lot of those paintings. But there's other avenues to explore, which is a darker side. Even if I try to do something happy that's brighter, I'll always put a dark element into it.
Where do you see yourself going? Do you see yourself touring? Do you see your art becoming known other places? What do you think other communities would think of your work?
I'm getting a lot of response from other communities in Canada and actually around the world. God bless social media. I've had a few email requests to have a show in Vancouver. Well, I don't know, but it's something that I definitely have to look into, and I sort of want to get off the island. And I've had too many people say, why aren't you doing this? And so I'm looking into it, and I'm like, why not? I'm not hurting with my art the way it is now, so it can only get better. May have bummed a couple dollars off of mom and dad every now and then when I'm running out of inks or paints or whatever, and I'm in a tight spot, but pretty much 98% self-sufficient, no grants, no nothing, no backup, just me.
Well, thanks for coming down to V Lounge tonight, guys. I'm here with Keith Pinel. This has been Absolute Art, and I hope you have a great night.
Goddamn motherfucking son of a bitch!
I played this song in 1984 with Death Sentence at the New York Theater with gargoyle drums. In your band, not mine. Are you ready? In the block. People got around a lot. Still hope when they get sick. How the people go quick. Oh, it's for God. It's for God. Oh, it's for God. It's for tonight. Does that little handicap? Give the people get around the left. Start talking for my wife. We're gonna sing. Come on! Oh, it's for sure. Go ahead! Oh, it's for sure. That's it, 4, 2. Shoes on in the front. Point your front to you like shit. Oh, it's torture. It's torture. Oh, it's torture. And it's torture. one machine, come on. Pushing it towards the one in the same. Here we go. M-I-S-F-O-R. Right on. M-I-S-F-O-R. Hey!
Why don't you shut the fuck up back there?
Bad motherfucker! Bad motherfucker!
Underground fans, I'm Jen Warnock. We're here at Urge Studios today and New Skin Laser Tattoo Removal. I'm here to see Peter, and I'm gonna get something awful burned off my tummy, and you all get to share in my pain. Awesome.
Give me a shot of Jack when the box starts breaking.
I'm good. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I think I am.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much, but I'll take you to catch my pay, got shit.
Alrighty. Have a seat.
Sorry.
I need you to fill out the medical history and a consent form.
Okay. Let's fill out some forms.
So what we're going to do is we're going to create a superficial burn wound. Some clients will experience some bruising or swelling. There's an immediate whitening of the area. It's called frosting. It just tells me that I'm having a good result, that the laser's on the proper setting, all that kind of stuff, right?
So like my body moisture is evaporating.
Yeah, exactly. The ink's moisture is evaporating. Because that's what we're doing. We're evaporating the ink to make it into a solid, so your body will recognize it as a foreign matter, and then absorb it in and flush it out. Okay.
All right.
However long it takes you to heal up a tattoo is usually a good indicator of how long your skin's going to take to heal from a laser session.
Oh, good.
Okay, and then healing's usually completed in 6 to 8 weeks. That's the amount of time it takes for most of the crystals that we form to come out. So the actual aftercare is keep the treated area clean and dry. Clean and dry. I'm going to say clean and dry to you a fucking million times. Excuse the language. It's so important. The cleaner and the drier you can keep it, the better it's going to heal up. The better it heals up, the better your skin's going to look at the end of it.
Right.
And that's the whole process. The whole thing is we want your skin to look new. Name, company, you know.
Give me the weekend. I need the weekend. I want the weekend.
Unlike spas, because I work in a tattoo shop, I adhere to tattoo shop plans. So I autoclave. Anything that touches your skin gets either thrown out or put through the autoclave.
Awesome.
So it's sterile. And that's where it covers this area of me. Because then if you come back and say, hey, you gave me hepatitis C, I can go, well, that's really funny because these are the dates you were in and the autoclave bag, and you can see it was sterile, so go piss up a rope. I actually wouldn't say that. I would refer them to my lawyer who, my insurance carrier, blah, blah, blah.
They would professionally tell them to go piss up a rope.
Yeah,
awesome.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm ready to get this done now. Done all the paperwork. I'm sure this is a horrible angle, but, I hope you enjoy this as much as he does.
Don't worry, it's not going to hurt me at all.
Awesome.
Laser light is very attracted to the melanin in the eyes. If you don't protect your eyes, you're going to go blind.
It actually says laser vision on these glasses.
Yes, it does.
And I look so fucking cool, don't I?
Yeah. Go ahead. Chilling the skin before lasering doesn't actually do anything for the skin. What it does is it numbs the skin and makes it a little dead. Just numbs it. So it's a little pain.
Makes me more comfortable?
Yep. A little less painful.
Getting a blowjob here.
Okay, so this is the Affinity QS. Arguably one of the best lasers on the market for tattoo removal. The phaser can be set to stun rather than kill. I just did a Star Trek reference.
Perfect. I'm not wearing red, means I'm not the one who's going to die on this mission.
Uh-oh. How you doing?
A little chilly.
A little chilly. All right. So let's make it happen, Captain.
Sounds good. Make it so.
Make it so. Yeah, well, there you go. All right. You can see, we'll do it down here, you'll get a better look at it, right? So you can see how it goes white over top. That's the frosting I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Right? So, and it's it's kind of a really grayish tattoo, so
yeah.
It's
Bic pen ink.
Oh, is it?
God, I was stupid.
All right, here we go. And let's roll. So that's the stomach.
This really isn't that bad. Are we done?
We're done the stomach.
Oh my god, that was so fast.
Yeah. Like I said, something that takes a couple hours to tattoo, it takes 5 minutes to laser.
Wow. Woo! Spin around.
Okay. This is going to take so long. And we're done.
Alright, Absolute Underground fans. You've been with me getting my tattoo removed with Peter MaKay at New Skin Laser Tattoo Removal. I think that's the first time on Ink Slingers that we've ever had one removed as opposed to applied, but you know, it's been an experience, it's been awesome, and I hope you've learned something, I've learned something. Come see Pete. Get beautiful ink instead of your crappy old one.